Oh yeah, there's totally a bomb in there. Most people just assume we humans have a terrible sense of smell, but that is just wrong. Our sense of smell is super powerful and might even be equal to dogs. Researchers at Rutgers are challenging the idea that, quote, dogs and rodents are some of the best sniffers in the animal kingdom. They posit that humans are right up there with them. Throughout history, human smell has been consistently downplayed. For example, you may have heard humans could smell 10,000 scents, which is, again, so wrong. 10,000 is just a rough estimate gleaned from experiments done in 1927 with 6,561 scents. They actually rounded up to 10,000, and it was a guess. It wasn't even empirically tested. Smell is difficult to quantify. Unlike the 3 colors of light or specific wavelengths of sound, smell doesn't have a concrete base to start an experiment with. Every nose is different. Things like humidity, shape, size, age, even language, individual experience, and behavior can all mess with nose sensitivity. So scientists run test after test to determine the odor detection threshold, measured in parts per million. 1 ppm is 1 odor molecule out of a million. Drinking alcohol's ODT, which is actually ethanol, is 10 ppm, which is pretty high. With some things, we can smell way less than that. For example, studies have found humans can detect as little as 0.04 parts per million of ammonia. That's equivalent to dropping a shot glass of ammonia in an Olympic-size swimming pool. Knowing that 10,000 scents was way wrong, in 2014 scientists ran a new set of studies to find out what it would be and found average humans could discern 1 trillion scents. 1 trillion! They did this by mixing 128 different scents into groups and then used math to figure out what they believed was the lower limit of our sense of smell. To go back to sight and sound, we can ID several million colors and 500,000 tones. This would mean that smell is more sensitive than both. Okay, now let's bring it back to dogs. It seems to me we use dogs to sniff things, not necessarily because they're the best at sniffing, but because they're easier to train as sniffers. Think about it. According to the book Canine Ergonomics, the Science of Working Dogs, dogs can't easily distinguish between the explosive C4 and other concentrations of the main chemical inside of it, cyclohexanone. But humans, we can. It smells like acetone and peppermint, and tests show that our bottom odor threshold is 0.88 ppm. That's like 2.5 soda cans in a swimming pool. Plus, we humans could talk it out if we smelled something. We could say, hey, I think I'm getting something here. Dogs, they can't do that. Another study found with the right training, we humble humans could track a scent through a grassy field while blindfolded, something that we use dogs for. They tested humans' ability to track a scent, and we found that not only could we do it, but humans got better with practice and training. And that brings us back to the canine olfactory versus humans. These researchers are saying we should stop thinking of canines as better at smelling than we are. But why do we use them then? Again, because we can train them more easily. Slate reports a 10-week training program for dogs exposes them to explosive compounds, quote, up to 120 times a day, in amounts ranging from 1,000 pounds down to a gram. Using behavioral training, when a dog identifies an explosive amongst a bunch of other compounds, they get a treat. Over weeks and weeks, the dog is trained to smell that compound, and on repeated training, they can learn around a dozen smells. So, with such a good sniffer, humans could do this too, but who would want that job? Obviously, more research is needed on smell, but if you walk away from this video with something, I hope you realize that your sense of smell is on par with other mammals, which is to say, pretty incredible. Are you smelling what I'm cooking? Thanks to our sponsor, Domain.com. When you buy a domain name from Domain.com, you're taking the first steps in creating an identity and vision for your brand. No domain extension will help you tell your story like a .com or .net domain name. Get 15% off Domain.com's already affordable domain names and web hosting when you use the coupon code SEEKER at checkout. But if smell is so powerful, could we smell space? What would space smell like? Julian hit up the YouTube space in LA without his glasses or his beard for some reason to find out. You can watch the video here. Are you convinced? How do you feel about your sense of smell now? Let us know in the comments. Please subscribe for more Seeker, and thanks for watching.